500. The tree is probably going to die soon. Thank you so much for the love. Thank you, everybody. Let's kick this off again. We always say it, but all of this support helps us to put on more events like this. So if you're enjoying today's games, consider subscribing. And, I mean, any support at all goes a long way towards us, A, causing the tree to fall down, and B, putting on even more of these tournaments. Alright. Bottom right-hand side, our top right-hand side, sorry. ZVT for the first time today. Our green Zerg player, this from Infinity Gaming, is Denver. Going up against the blue Terran player to the bottom left-hand side of the map. We have ourselves MarineLorD. Second series we've seen of MarineLorD today. The first series of Denver. And it is starting up with a proxy free racks in the top right-hand side of the map. So, getting this going, getting this underway. Free racks coming down and seeing what will come of this in the next few moments. That guy who is streaming says, I'm surprised you haven't hit 500 subs yet. We generally hover around the 250 to the 300 subscriber count. That's our pretty much baseline kind of sub count. So, I mean, the fact we're on 481 right now is mostly kind of the Christmas kind of hype train, and some people being very generous with gifted subs. So just trying to hit 500 by the end of the year before it starts to drop off. In January and February, usually we have a big drop off. So it's not that weird that we haven't hit 500. I mean, sticking around 300 is again very regular for us. So, but it's only a good thing. It just means we can put on even more StarCraft 2 content. That's why we're running, rather than just one event this month, we're also running the WardiTV Christmas Invitational on top of this tournament. So there's literally loads of StarCraft 3 this month because you guys are being really, really awesome. LaserSec just doesn't stop though. Gifts out a sub to Aaron51598. Welcome to the family. I'll get back to you guys in a moment. Let's see what happens because these Marines are coming in and a couple bunkers are dropping down. And Denver will have to go into defense mode to see the drones starting to be pulled forwards. A couple of Zerglings coming in and one lane going down. The drones are being pulled all the way in to try and surround those Marines. MarineLorD will want to just keep on running. Last thing he really wants is to lose Marines. He gets another couple coming in. Even for free racks, he has so many reinforcing Marines that it does kind of feel as though pulling the drones that far is quite a commitment, but at the same time it does kind of force MarineLorD to the point where he's not actually able to complete this bunker. Now the Queen can target down the SCV on the bunker too if he feels like it's in trouble. A few links here going down, another Queen as well. This bunker will not finish. And without bunkers, MarineLorD is kind of just halted in his path at the moment. Okay, well, another couple of Zerglings going down, and we are going to be seeing those bunkers continue to take some damage here. A couple of Zerglings working their way through it. More Marines coming across and getting ready to poke up in towards the natural expansion. More and more Marines setting up right now. SCVs are going to be pulled. MarineLorD is going to go for one big push in to try and end this game with a good amount of Marines. The issue is link speed will be up, so the links can get us around nice and quickly, and that goes a long way to helping out in these TvZ kind of proxy racks engagements. Link speed finishes. MarineLorD wastes no time in terms of pushing forwards. Extra links are already being made. They're split up as well, so they can come in from a couple different angles. MarineLorD immediately tries to pull backwards, but the Lings get the surround. The drones fighting the SCVs at the front, and that's a GG. MarineLorD's attempt to free racks is unsuccessful. Alright guys, to kick off to the top right side, up a game after the fast game number 1. Our green Zerg player from Infinity Gaming. This is Denver. To the bottom left-hand side, our blue Terran player from O Gaming is MarineLorD. It's a Miracle SC2. Thank you so much for the Twitch Prime sub. Welcome to the Wardy family. Good to have you with us. I think I have like 5 things on your trees. There's so much lag. You only meant to have 1. It might get to the point soon, guys, where the actual issue is starting to be I'm running out of decorations. What happens if I run out of decorations and the shop stops selling them because it's too close to Christmas? What do we do then? I mean, I literally don't know what we do then, actually. I'm not going to lie. We just give up? Wardy didn't even give me a bauble for my resub. Port, you have like 10,000 names on the tree. Through other things. They don't stop selling them. They did last year. Last year I literally ran out of baubles and was unable to get more because it was too late in the month. Honestly, I know that sounds ridiculous. Like, how does that happen? But yeah, it actually happened. It's crazy. Pull first here from Denver. Not just a pull first, but a very early gas as well. So, looking for a very fast link speed. And realistically, he's going to have to cancel this command center. With this many lings this quickly, there's just no defense that's going to happen here. So, those lings are going to wait as well as the Reaper's coming across the map. Okay, now they start to come forwards. There is a Marine on the way, though. He will be able to wall off here. Marine needs to rally to the other side. MarineLorD's a second too late with that one. A little bit of a mistake there. I mean, again, this command center needs to just be cancelled straight up because link speed's going to come in. There's just no real realistic way to defend this at the moment. I kind of feel like MarineLorD should probably build another Marine. He is going to build a reactor. I guess just happy that he doesn't actually have to necessarily kill these lings right now. Yes, cancels the command center, but that's almost a given because, I mean, you look at this, and Denver is down currently 6 workers. Nice grenade as well. Knows that he might have got caught there. But yeah, down 6 workers. CC has to be cancelled. I mean, obviously the Zerg's hatchery is delayed as well. He was mining a lot of gas early game Denver too, so he wasn't thoroughly on minerals. There's a lot that actually isn't so bad for MarineLorD here. Yes, it's very frustrating to cancel your command center. Yes, that was the goal of Denver. But it doesn't put MarineLorD as behind as it might seem, because Denver did give up a lot to put it into this position. Continue forwards as you see the first Hellion is out. Doesn't want to swap over the factory and the barracks just yet. The issue is if he starts to swap it over, those lings could run up and into the base, and obviously that becomes a bit of an issue as he does kill a couple now, so maybe he'll feel confident. Or maybe he just changed his mind anyways and wants to go in towards a Widow Mine drop, although yeah, he does have a starport too, so there you go, Medivac on the way up. It's a little bit of a Widow Mine drop to get going. Here's these lings. Will find potentially the Hellion now. Hellion stops and starts off the other way instead, and playing a bit of diving around at the moment. Finally the Hellion gets picked off there, but I mean, yeah, it kind of sucks to lose the only Hellion you have, but obviously he's not going to expect to keep it alive that much either, right? These lings will get taken down. Good position on those Marines, only 1 loss there. And again, that's a good amount of lings cleaned up, which now means that Denver has to go back into more Zerglings to get this going again. Medivac loads up and does start to unload just a few Marines here and starting to pick their way through this Overlord. So Overlord taking quite a bit of damage. Rotoron from Denver getting set up on the natural expansion to Medivac. Starting to boost over to the right-hand side. Getting these queens coming in as well, as you are going to be seeing. Just unloading here. I mean, this is nice because obviously the Widow Mine can zone out some units quite well. So he'll get some damage onto this hatchery. Whether he's going to... Oh, I don't think he's obviously going to actually be able to kill this, but even just applying some pressure, forcing the queens to maybe use a transfuse or so. Just doing what he can with his units on the map at the moment. As we do have the units of MarineLorD just pulling back towards that bottom side watchtower. We see a Medivac and a siege tank on the way out. More roaches are being built up as well. Zerglings from Denver coming through the center. Going to go counterattack, but MarineLorD back at home. He has got a few Marines. He's got a siege tank. Unlikely that this link counter will do much at all. MarineLorD just continuing in towards a very standard build here in terms of just macroing. As he goes into the third CC, he'll want to complete this wall off before he moves out, really. The last thing he wants is lings kind of running in when his units are elsewhere. But he will get that completed, and with that complete, again, he should be able to get really pushing with this now. He has these Marines already on the map. He has now 2 tanks backing him up as well. And that's where that earlier damage on the hatchery comes into play, because now he already has a third of the health of this hatchery. An attack here has a much better chance of actually cleaning this up. Siege tank maybe to position here, really kind of minimize surface area. And we'll see where he sieges up. We'll see a couple of creep teamers going down here. Widow Mines coming in as well. That queen just wasted some energy trying to spread that creep, so that's nice. Widow Mine kill! That was a nice transfuse necessary, otherwise I think the queen would have just straight up died there. Tank actually goes to the low ground. I like that position too, but I feel like the other one should go in this corner again, minimize that surface area. And well, now we do see, sure, the tank can't necessarily quite make it in towards hatchery range, but it will support massively against these roaches. This arrow is it in hatchery range? I think it is just outside of it. We're going to be seeing tank on the low ground. Will unsiege, it's going to be a lift up and a get out of there moment for MarineLorD. Now that hatchery down on 500 health and less. Still targetable, but with more units out, it's going to be harder and harder to find a real opportunity to actually get the kill on that. MarineLorD going to play mech as a follow-up as well, dropping 2 armories down in the natural. Liberator gets pushed away up through the top side. Oh, Crows of Bowels are very well placed. MarineLorD will take some damage to those. Obviously, the medivacs weren't low, so they don't get killed off here or anything, but now it makes it so that actually continuing to drop can be not quite as nice as you would like it to be. You know, this map reminds me a lot of the way Frozen Temple used to play out, and for a while, UFIL played this very particular style to Frozen Temple, which was literally just mass bio. Like, you didn't add on any mines or anything, just mass bio and a mass of medivacs, with the idea being that by massing up the bio, he was able to kind of attack up this side, but very quickly load up, jump through the center of the map, and boom, you're on the other main pathway into the Zerg bases. And with the mass bio, it really allowed you to do that a little bit more flexibly. And obviously, you didn't have to be unburrowed and reburrowed mines. You could just load, move over, drop, and it was so difficult for the Zerg to deal with. And it's just always about kind of out-positioning the Zerg throughout the game. This map kind of reminds me of that. I mean, I know Catalyst was very similar as well, but for some reason, we never really saw much like that. But just the way that MarineLorD like lifted up here and went over there to drop this down, that really reminded me of it. I think Catalyst, you didn't see it as much because there's a lot more focus on the center of the map because there was also a base there. This map, there isn't really much focus on this central pathway. It is more about the top and the bottom. And that's exactly how it was on Frozen Temple. It was about the left and the right, more so than the central pathway forwards. So, yeah, it's interesting, isn't it? I mean, this map does look a lot like Catalyst, but the reality is, while it looks a lot like Catalyst, it actually does play a fair amount different to it. I was skeptical at first, as that is not a raised depot or a full wall-off or anything along those lines. That is Zerglings into this natural mineral line, and that is a problem. A huge counterattack here from Denver is going to start picking off so many of these SCVs. That's 12 workers down already. Ling's going to continue onto those SCVs as well. Oh my god. I mean, this is disastrous. On the other side of the map, MarineLorD's army is just caught as well because he's just all over, and